Hi everyone, this is a video about downloading Python and also installing the path so that you can use it for your Visual Studios. So first things first is I've already installed Visual Studios, so I would definitely recommend getting that installed. It's a very simple process of getting that installed. But I will show you how you would install Python on your Windows. So there's my Visual Studios. Let me just open that. Google. I'll go ahead and go to downloads. So we're going to download the most recent. I'm going to click here so that it'll open after. So when installing, make sure that you check mark this. Make sure, that's very important. Go ahead and click on install now and then say yes, you want to allow it. Always click yes because you want to give it access so that you don't have any issues in the long run because it's thinking that it doesn't want to allow Python in Windows. So that's almost done. All right, so now that that's done, setup was successful. Now when I go to my start menu, you should now see Python right here. Now the issue is CMD. I'm actually going to pin this to my taskbar so that it stays on my taskbar because I'm going to need this for a bit. But what happens is when I type in Python, it is appearing there, and the reason why it's appearing there right now is because I already added a path. But I'll go ahead and show you how you would do that on your end. So for your side, you would do control panel right there. But then you're also going to open another one because we actually need the path information. So for the path, you're going to go to Program Files. So this will be Windows 10. So for Windows 7, it might not say this PC, it might say computer instead. But what you want to do is you want to go to the local disk. And here at the local disk, you're going to most likely go to Users. And then you would go to Public. For other people, it could be local. And so it might be difficult to always find your Python. So what's a really good way of finding your Python is you go here. For Windows 7, you would just click in the start menu, go to your search, and you just do percentage Python percentage at the end. And there you see that's your Python folder. So click on that. And there is my Python folder. This is actually exactly what we'll need. So I won't need this. So as you see, we're going to users. This one's different from mine, but for yours, it might be actually just local programs, Python, lib, and lids. So this is the last part you would want to go. So at that point, you're going to go back to here, the control panel. You're going to click on System and Security and click on System. Then you're going to go to Advanced System Settings. And then you're going to go to the environmental variables right here. So then what you're going to do is you're going to add new. And you would just type in Python. And for here, you're going to go to Python 3. You're going to right click. Then you're going to go to Properties. And you're going to copy this entire location up until you get to the lids. And then what you're going to do is you're going to copy it here. paste. And then you would just click OK. And when you click OK, that's going to create a path right here. So now, after that's done, now when you click on your terminal, when you type in Python, which you saw earlier, it'll automatically take you to your Python and it'll say, okay, you are now in Python, so now I can start doing my Python. Like I can do 2 + 2, or I can do print hello world. There we go. Now we need to make sure that we have that set up with our Visual Studios. So now we can open our Visual Studios. Pretty much you can do any file, so I can start off with any typical file. So I'll go ahead and say I'll save this as a test. So I'll go ahead and do test.py, and the main reason why I'm doing a .py is to let it know that I want it to be a Python file. And then you're going to go to your extensions, which would be here, extensions. And then you're going to want to choose, you would just here in Python. And then you would click on this. And you want it to be the debugging multi-threaded Python. So you just install it. And just give that a moment too. There we go. Now that's done installed. So now we're done with the extensions. Next, I will want to go to my settings. It's saying it wants to update it, so I'll just give it a, before I have it update, I want to make sure I have my settings. So now I want to add the information, which you'll see that on your Exeter lesson, which is lesson 1, which is introduction to Python. This will help you with your setup. So I'll go ahead and type in N as in my string with my double quotations. That's done. Colon true. Python path. Now this could change variously for different people. I know for the Mac, Python 3 will work, but most Windows users only need to use Python. Then I'll close my curly bracket and then you can save it. File, save. All right, and then we're done with this, so we don't need this one anymore. Now I want that to change to mine. So now we're going to test and see where we are so far. So it's going to tell you to go to your terminal. So to view your terminal, you go to View, and it will be Integrated Terminal. So now we're going to test this out. Printing. Right. So usually you would do, right now it's not running, so I can actually just CD into it. dir. That tells me where I am, so I know that I have my file in Documents. This. And there's my test, so I'll go ahead and do python.py. And it says hello world, so now I know it's working well. So I'm going to go ahead and reset to update. Yes. Also, just so you know, for any situations where it's still not reading onto your Visual Studios, you might need to restart because for some people, even though they set up the Python and also set up their Visual Studios, the Python still wouldn't register. And even if you, and so what you do is you just make sure that your path is correct. And if it is correct, and also where we went to the user settings with that python.4ma, if that's correct, then just restart your computer and try it again, and then it should be working just fine after that. Okay. So I just wanted to do this installation because I wanted to see if this would help. But another thing is when you're in the window, you can right click and also say run Python in terminal, and that will also run your Python as well. So here's my hello world. So if you want to install these, you can. You don't really need to, since right now this is really for practice and help you get through the lessons, but if you choose to install that, that's perfectly fine. So see, there it is. See, this is what I wanted to show you. So now that I right click it, because you have to make sure you're in this window, because if you right click it here, it's not going to appear, and if you right click it here, it's not going to appear for you either. So you have to make sure you're in this window to right click, and then you say run Python, and then right there it appears for you. So even if I want to say print 2 plus 2, print 10 divided by 5, and print 2 times 2. And I'm going to save it. And then right click, run Python, and there it is. So if you have any questions, just go ahead and reach out to your mentor or your instructor for any more help when it comes to installing this.